Hey there and welcome. Today we're going to dive into a simple but honestly an incredibly powerful framework. It's one of those things that can instantly make your communication clear, way more memorable, and a whole lot more persuasive.
So let me ask you something. Have you ever been telling a story or maybe explaining a point, and you get to the end and it's just crickets? That awkward silence? It just feels like something is missing, like your story just fizzled out and fell flat. Don't worry, it happens to all of us.
Well, there's actually a name for this. It's called the dangling sentence, and it usually happens in one of two ways. Either you give just one detail, which feels kind of sudden and incomplete, or you go the other way and list way too many things, and it just turns into a long, boring laundry list. Either way, your listener is left hanging because they don't know when the point is actually finished.
So what's the fix? Well, it's this really elegant solution that storytellers have been using for like centuries, the rule of three. The whole idea is that our brains are basically pattern-seeking machines, right? And it turns out that 3 is the smallest number of things you need to actually create a pattern. That's why things that come in threes just feel so complete, balanced, and, satisfying.
And what's really cool is just how intuitive this is. You can think about it with this super simple logic. One detail, kind of lonely. Two details, okay, we're getting somewhere, that's a pair. But three, three is a party. It creates this sense of wholeness that just feels naturally complete to anyone listening. Okay, so how does it actually work? What are the moving parts? It follows this simple rhythm. First, you've got the setup. That's your first detail. Then comes the build, which adds that second layer. And then you land the punch, the third detail, which is often the most impactful one, and it signals, hey, we're done here. This quote just nails the feeling of it. It's not just about listing 3 random things. It's about creating a rhythm. The first 2 beats, bum, bum, they build up this anticipation, and that third beat, the big bum, that provides this really satisfying release. It's the payoff. It tells your listener, okay, the point is made, and that rhythm helps the whole idea get locked into their memory.
Here's another great way to picture it. Think of your argument like a stool. If you only have 1 or 2 legs, it's going to be wobbly, right? It's going to fall right over. But a 3-legged stool, that's perfectly stable. Those 3 points create this solid, unshakable foundation for your idea.
Let's see this thing in action. So the before example here, it's fine, but it's pretty flat. I had a busy day at work. I did emails and went to a meeting. Okay, but now listen to the after. I cleared 50 emails, survived a 2-hour meeting, and finally figured out why the printer was smoking. See the difference? You get a setup, a build, and a punchline. It tells a complete, much more engaging little mini story. All right, so you're probably thinking, this is great, but how do I actually start using this? Well, to make it super easy, we've broken it down into 3 simple ways you can practice and really master this skill. Let's get into it. We can kind of think of this like a game with 3 different difficulty modes. You've got your easy mode, which is the descriptor drill. Then there's medium, the achievement trio. And then for the final boss level, you've got the persuasive pitch. Each one is designed to help you build that 3-part thinking muscle. So let's start with easy mode, the descriptor drill. The next time someone asks you, hey, how was the movie? Resist that urge to give a one-word answer like good. Instead, give them 3 descriptors. It was long, loud, and surprisingly funny. Once you're comfortable with that, you can level up to medium mode, the achievement trio. So at the end of your day, just recap what you did in 3 specific points, just like that email example from before. It's a really great way to start structuring your thought. And now for the challenge round. This is where it gets really powerful. When you need to persuade somebody, structure your argument with 3 clear reasons. For instance, say you're trying to pick a restaurant. We should go there because 1, it's close, 2, it's cheap, and 3, they have the best tacos in the city. You see? That third reason, the punch, that's what seals the deal. It is an incredibly effective way to build a convincing case for pretty much anything. The crazy thing is, once you start using the rule of 3 on purpose, you'll start to see it everywhere. In famous speeches, in comedy, in ads, you name it. It really is like a communication superpower. It gives you this ability to transform any simple point from something totally forgettable into something structured, memorable, and really persuasive. So here's the big takeaway. This isn't just some neat little rhetorical trick. It's a fundamental tool that makes your ideas stable, rhythmic, and memorable. So the only question left is, now that you have this tool, who are you going to persuade today?